All right, how's it going, everybody? This is our first episode of Seas of Hysteria Royal Guard. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like and share and subscribe. We're going to be doing this quite a bit on Sundays. Mr. GM, please take it away.
All right. Welcome to the world of Hysteria that you see before you. We are 1 month past a war between Olympia and Winterheim, which are the northern and, well, not northern and southern continents, but they're the capital cities in the northern and southern continents of Eversvale and Longhaven. Here you see the capital city of Olympia. It's where our story is going to start off and take place today. So long has it been that magic's pretty much run everything. The king and queen of the northern continent have been pushing for a while now to kind of put an end to it. They're trying to industrialize and trying to come up with better modes of transportation and new technologies as far as weaponry and things like that. And the southern continent really wasn't trying to do that. They're more magical creatures, things like that, and they saw it as more of like an invasion on them and something they weren't really trying to do. However, the northern continent and the city of Olympia did manage to end up winning the war through technology and research and things like that. So within the past month, and all the research that's kind of been happening, um, there was actually an assassination attempt on the king's life that happened about a month ago, right after the war was actually coming to an end. And it actually started trickling down through the grapevines of where these plans might have actually come from. And so the royal guard, or the kingdom, has their knights. They're called the royal guard. And while they were out in war and combat, they'd come across random people that sparked their interest, like they might be useful for us. And they kind of developed this a couple side groups, a couple no-name groups of people that they hire, they contract out to kind of do their bidding for them, so that the royalty can obviously keep their noses clean of the stuff that's happening, and kind of like a secret service CIA kind of squad of people to kind of stay in the shadows and do the work for them behind the scenes. And that's kind of where our story is going to pick up here today, with one of those said groups. So to the north of the city of, well, actually, let me show you guys that first. I'm sorry, Drake, it's probably going all over the place for you, bud.
Oh, it's fine. Gives me practice.
So this is the city of Olympia. As you can tell, it's a very large city. There's farms to the outside. The city's walled in. They keep guards all over the place. It's very well protected. To the north is kind of where y'all's outpost is, which I'll bring you to now. There's a fresh blanket of snow on the ground. It's not really cold. We'll call it like 45-ish. You know, it's starting to warm up. The snow's starting to melt, and the day is kind of beginning as the sun's rising. The fires are beginning to go out, but you know the guards are starting to get up and move around, and they're putting more wood on it, trying to get breakfast in already. Assortments of fatty meats, porks, things like that are being cooked as you guys are starting to smell those as you're kind of getting awoken in your little huts that you've been staying in. Um, One of the soldiers that was brought in, or not soldiers, but one of the people that was located out and about while during the war and actually helped a lot during the war is kind of, actually, I'm gonna move your piece. Sitting by the fire, kind of polishing his shield and um polishing his sword. Varian, if you want to give just a kind of description of your character, what you look like. You don't have to say your class and stuff, but if you want to.
Right. My character is Varian. He's a veteran from the war. He's kind of just like an average height type of dude, black hair, a short beard, things of the sort. And
All right, I'm
yeah.
gonna post a picture really quick. Um, I don't know where any of my stuff is. I'm trying to find the picture so I can just drag it onto the screen, but I don't see it. That's right. But yeah, so moving on. Yeah, Varian's kind of sitting by the fire, maybe by some of the other guards that are cooking breakfast. Um, Carter, if you want to go ahead and describe yourself as you're kind of waking up in your hut area and you're smelling the breakfast and maybe there's a cool morning chill blowing through your little hut there.
Of
Go ahead
course.
and describe your character.
I've been awake for a few hours now. Wanted to make sure my mustache is kept in proper condition. The rest of me is all in one piece. I especially want to make sure I take the time every morning to clean out my handgun. I've gotten very tall there for a second. And make sure the feather on my hat is flowing luxuriously as it so wants to do. Finish my workout routine and step out into the slightly brisk air. Prepare for my cool down and to meet whatever the day wants to throw at me.
That's where Carter is there. Yeah, so Carter, you're kind of getting up, and as you guys are kind of walking out, taking in the morning air and that nice brisk chills going into your lungs, and you're looking around as the sun's rising up, both of you go ahead and roll me a perception check.
There you are.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of both notice that the third member that kind of been hanging out with you all here, he's not really there this morning. But you do kind of hear like a whistling coming from the south as Calvin's walking up the pathway. Calvin, if you want to go ahead and describe your character as you're walking into the gates.
Calvin is almost completely naked. He's wearing his underwear, and that's pretty much it. He's arriving from a very, very interesting night full of gambling. The man has seen better days. He's wearing glasses. He's about roughly around 6 feet tall. He's going to be a very interesting character.
So if you want to move your character on up there, Drake. Yeah, you guys are all kind of sitting by the fire. Breakfast is there. They do have in the area, like if you do carry a weapon, firearm or something like that, they have like an armament there where you can go pick up ammunition. They have supplies for sharpening your knife if you need to pick up like a sharpening stone or something like that. All your little basic essentials. You're allowed to pick up 3 days worth of rations if you need those, and yeah, your lieutenant or kind of your first in charge. His name is Saimen. That's Saimen, and he kind of stays over. I'm gonna ping over there, but he kind of stays over there. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome to kind of talk amongst yourselves before getting the day on. What would you kind of what would y'all like to kind of do?
I'm just going to sigh and turn to our newly arrived companion. Calvin, does this happen often?
Only when I lose, which isn't often. Calvin's
I
pouring
suppose
himself a
you'll be
cup of
out to
coffee.
join us in a few minutes.
Few minutes? I thought I had a couple hours. Well, I guess I should get changed. Calvin pours himself a cup of coffee. He walks past
As he
y'all
turns his
into
back,
the
I'm going
breakfast.
to turn to Varian.
Varian's just kind of like shaking his head, sighing.
If we get our ship sunk because of him,
You won't.
you're not supposed to hear that.
It's fine.
So yeah, as you all are kind of sitting there, you do notice a young man, maybe 14, 15, kind of walking through the camp up towards the lieutenant's little area. You recognize this guy kind of as like a scout. He kind of comes in and gives information every morning. And yeah, if any of you were to look over that way, you'd see him kind of over there talking right now. Feel free to move around. Yeah.
Carter,
What?
have you seen my pants? The other ones, not the ones that I were wearing last night. They're gone.
I'm pretty sure I've only ever seen you wear one pair of pants.
Well, at least I still got my duster.
Honestly,
Calvin,
didn't anyone teach personal hygiene?
Calvin puts on a shirt. He puts on his belt and holsters his pistol. Puts on his duster and comes back out with his boots on. All right. Time
Let's
to
go
seize the
see
day.
what missions we can find for the day.
So yeah, as you guys
Have
are
you-
all kind of getting ready, oh, go ahead.
Have you seen Hobbs?
Oh shoot, did I make you? I need to make you a token for that, don't I?
Maybe.
Absolutely not.
You know my cat?
Yes, I know your cat. I haven't seen it. Did you sell it to pay off your debt?
Never. Hobbs is beyond money.
Right. Are you sure you remember what happened last night?
Parts.
Any parts in particular?
Parts that were fun or the parts that I lost all money for the week?
For the week?
And we get paid weekly.
You get paid by the mission. You guys are basically like contracted.
We need a mission, is what I'm saying.
I agree.
Calvin's outside, kind of legs spread. His duster's a little bit open. The door's still showing.
Go find some work, shall we? I believe the scout came in not long ago.
Well, let's go find him.
Lead
Yeah,
the
you'll
way.
just let me
I'm
know when
sure
you're
you've
ready
used
to-
up all your bad luck.
You can't. You don't know that.
No, but one can only hope.
One can. Hey, Jeffrey.
Did you just name him Jeffrey?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Jeffrey's a man that you'd never suspect.
He has been named. So yeah, as you guys come up there, you see Samon's kind of like rubbing on his chin, his gruff beard, as the little boy's handing him over a letter. Give me 1 sec. I'm getting this token in here for Drake really quick.
What do you think? We're gonna get the big one?
Well, it seems like we need money now, so let's hope.
Yeah, did you
I
say
could
you spent
say-
everyone's money, by the way, Drake?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Where's it got?
One sec, y'all. It's only my second time doing this.
Of course.
I forgot completely to build him a freaking token.
It's fine.
All right, your cat is done. Here's your cat.
It's my cat. Jeez, I don't see my cat.
Oh, it's
Working
over
on
there.
it. There.
Fantastic. Did you see what I put in
Checking to
Discord?
make sure you can move it.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
I never understood how you could get that cat to do anything.
He has a mind of his own.
That's what I mean. I just don't understand why it keeps coming back to you.
Misery likes company? Maybe? I don't know.
It's a better answer than I expected.
All right, check it now.
Okay, yeah.
Dope. All right, let me reset refresh my page really quick. I'm lagging really bad on the browser for some reason.
All right.
All right.
All right, Chief.
So yeah,
we'll
you
report
guys
for duty.
all y'all kind of get up there, and he's kind of rubbing on his chin. And as he sees you all kind of walking up, he kind of motions his hand out towards like the benches right there as he's kind of reading the letter. Oh, I gotta remember my Irish. We'll just talk in a regular voice. Right, why don't you all have a seat right over there while I finish reading this up then?
I appreciate the offer, but I prefer to stand.
Right, well, stand there if you must. And he's looking down at the letter.
Do you all find it a little bit chilly out here today?
Well, light a fire if it's too cold for you. He's looking down. Well, it actually does seem like we do have something here for you all today.
Let's hear it.
Is everyone refreshed? Had a good night's sleep, I'm guessing?
2 of us, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know
And
what's
Simon-
going on with Varian.
Simon still looks directly at you there, Calvin. He knows you. Right, so he's looking down at the letter. This is coming directly from the king itself, it seems. Do you all remember the assassination attempt about a month ago?
Yes.
The one with or without the mages?
The one without. The one that appeared to be using some kind of new technologies.
I didn't read into it.
And he kind of looks down. Just as a refresher, there was, like, right after the war, there was an assassination attempt made against the royal family. And it wasn't done with any sort of magic. It did look like it was a long-ranged rifle of some sort. So something newer that, has mostly been developed by the northern continent.
Yeah.
So,
I probably skimmed over it, but didn't look into it in great detail.
all good. He kind of looks down at the paper again. Well, it looks like we have an arrest record, or an arrest warrant here. You all think you're up for it?
Of course.
Shouldn't take us long.
And he kind of looks down at it, and so I'm gonna go over kind of the brief description of it. Wanted alive. The subjects are wanted for questioning. Please use non-lethal means in bringing them in. Anyone basically spotted in aiding these people are also up for capture. Sorry, I got people talking in the background.
All right.
He kind of looks around and tells the other guards to kind of go away, and looks over at Damien, the young boy that came in. Rod, let me speak to the crew one-on-one, please, and why don't you all get y'all's ears out to here? And he kind of waits for everyone to go away. We'll just move Damien down there for now. And as everyone's kind of close, well, I guess if you guys can kind of assume, seeing as how it was an assassination attempt with made like a long-range weapon, obviously it seems that it is an internal job.
Permission to seize any weapons we find on the premises.
He looks down at the order again. Doesn't say anything about not being able to. I will say just bring it here first for cataloging, so we can at least make sure that it's not the weapon in question.
Standard procedure.
And he's looking down at the order again. Do any of you all know of Mr. Robinson? And I'll let all of you roll a history check at disadvantage, because none of you are technically... Well, are any of you from the city of Olympia? That's up to you guys now. We can kind of build that backstory now if you'd like.
Calvin is.
Still a
yes.
19.
Calvin is. You can roll it regular then.
12.
Carter, you would have heard about it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
So Carter,
Can you roll
Calvin,
with disadvantage on that?
you guys kind of know that he is the, how am I going to put this? He's kind of like a researcher to the he's kind of like a researcher to the, sorry, y'all.
You're good.
It's all good.
Jesus.
Someone doing
All right,
something
he's a
correctly?
researcher for the king and queen. He's kind of like one of the nobles that lives in the town. You don't know too much about him. You do know that he does have children. He's married. But yeah, he kind of is a big part of the researching, and a lot of your weapons, if you were to look at them, as far as the guards and stuff, they have the Robinson name on them, so they were probably developed by him. But yeah, kind of wealthy, kind of well-known person as long as you're militant. So yeah, you would all kind of know who he is.
How is he involved?
Well, as he's looking at it again, it appears he's the one that crafted this weapon that fired the shot. There's nothing here saying that he's the one that fired the shot. However, he is wanted to be brought in for questioning, I'm assuming. He kind of reads through the bottom again. Actually, it's kind of says here that the whole family is wanted to be brought in.
The whole family?
That's what it says here, and he kind of gives you a dossier, I guess. The father's name is Theodore. The wife's name is... Give me a sec here. Why do I not have it? The daughter's name is also Theodore, the eldest daughter. They also have a son and another daughter. 3 kids total. I'm trying to find all my information here.
Are they all named Theodore?
No, but it's Theodore. One sec. It's the father and the eldest daughter. That is the son. Oh my goodness, sorry guys.
That's all right.
When I did a copy, or not a copy, when I made both campaigns, some of the stuff did not transfer over.
No worries.
So I'm trying to find characters' names here.
Still more organized than I usually am.
Nah. Yeah, I have to double check because I can't give you guys fake names just because there's 2 campaigns. By the way, for anyone that is watching, there are 2 campaigns that are happening at the same time. So that is why some of these details matter. But I think her name is. I'll get it to you in a second. But he kind of hands you over the dossier. You do know it's a mother and a father, 3 children. The eldest daughter is probably in her 20s, early 20s. The younger kids are more around the ages of 8 and 10. Mother and father would be in their, mid 40s, around that area. But yeah, he gives you all pictures, kind of what they all look like, and yeah. Uh, you all know your way around the town. However, as I'm opening the other stuff up, um, I'll kind of write down on the map exactly where it is you'll be needing to go. Um, Other than the normal stuff needed, your rations and things like that, is there anything you all might need before heading out?
A pair of pens, maybe.
A pair
Give
of.
him
He
2.
looks. See the quartermaster on your way out.
Thanks, Chief.
Actually, so I don't have to sit here and look at your genitalia. Why don't you go and see the quartermaster now and get some pants?
They're covered.
Not enough. And he kind of shoos you away to go on and get your stuff, and he's looking at the other two while doing so. Um,
Come on, Hobbs.
and he kind of looks to you two there. Um, let me look at names again. Is it Darian, right? Varian, and Carter. He kind of looks to Varian and Carter there. So, how's he working out with you all?
Not too bad so far.
Nothing's caught fire or exploded yet, so not the worst I've worked with.
Why is my there it goes. My button wasn't working. Right, I know you all are fairly new, but you two seem kind of well put together, and he seems to be strolling in every morning in the early hours, just making sure he wasn't holding you all back.
Don't tend to do much at night anyway. What he does with his personal time isn't up to me.
Right, he looks back down. Well, I will say this. It also states that there is it looks like 50 gold for the father, 50 gold for the mother, 20 gold for the eldest daughter, and 10 gold for the other 2 children. They're offering 5 gold pieces for any people aiding them. And I'll write that down in the chat too if you all want to hear, if you want me to.
All right.
Uh,
And what's your personal opinion on this job?
well, I mean, as long as you go in there kind of stealthy, usually the warrants are handed to us before there's alert brought. Um, shouldn't really be that much of an issue. I will say this: there have been parts of the resistance seen around here in the forest lately, and if they're sending it to us and not going there straight with the royal guard, there's probably a chance that there could be some resistance you might run into in the city. So just be on your wits and.
I'm not overly worried about resistance. I just don't remember the last time I had a job that required me to take in children.
Well, it's the Robertson family. I'm not really sure what it is all about, but yeah, not 100% sure myself, to be honest. Yeah, it's not completely uncommon, but I can see your frustrations. But if the family was working together as a whole, um, I mean, they might just be bringing the family in for questioning. Where's your father been? What has he been doing? Has he been around? Things like that. Because
I'm sure you're right.
I mean, think of it this way. If it was him that was the one that pulled this shot, they're going to want to be asking the children who are less likely to lie, has your father been around? Oh, no, Daddy's been gone for a while. Or the mother and the eldest will probably be quicker to lie, get the children separated, probably be a little easier. And it does say they want them brought in unharmed. So,
I hope you're right.
yeah, it's on, hey, unharmed is up to you guys, so just be careful. Try to probably be stealthy about it. I wouldn't just go busting in there. And he kind of looks over towards wherever Calvin went. Just, you know how he can get. Keep him on a leash.
I've been trying.
Right, and don't think it hasn't been noticed. I appreciate it. And I'm getting that other page up so I can get these names.
Still,
But
his skills in the field have made up for his less than desirable attributes.
why is it not loading? You guys have the option to leave early in the morning as such, if you'd like, or look, it doesn't really give a time frame, but if you want to travel at night, I mean, there's that option too. But yeah, it's up to you all. You can scope the area out first, however you all want to handle it.
Varian, how do you think we should proceed?
As soon as possible.
I can
Alright.
agree with that.
Yeah, of course. He hands you guys over the packet, the dossier, and I am pulling up the other names right now. Okay. So the mother's name is Allison. The Christoph is spelled right. Allison is spelled Allison, and then the daughter's name is Grace, Grace.
So not two Kristoffs.
What? No, two Theos. The father's name is
Right.
Theo, and his firstborn daughter is also named Theodore.
Okay.
That's the two children. Mother's name is Allison. All last name Robertson.
Excellent.
All right. So yeah, you guys are free to head out. If you'd like to stay around here, like I said, you can throw 3 rations into your pack if you decide to stop by there. Any ammunition, such as arrows for your crossbolts, you're allowed to get for free from here up to 20. Same with bullets.
All right. I will grab those rations, but I think I'll leave everything else.
All right.
Gonna grab the rations as well.
I'm also going to
Well, I
grab
didn't mean to
rations.
drag you guys so fast.
Now you're good.
All right. So as you guys can see here on the main map, there are little numbers that I have put on the thing. That is to make it, because this is a very large world. Let me double check. 3 of you. Okay, you guys already have it. Carter has it. All right, you all now have the ability to edit this as well. If you go to handouts, there's a folder called Map Legends. So this will make it easier, so I can just put like the number 1 on there, and then you can come to here and be like, okay, that's the castle, or number 2 is the courthouse. Number 3. I do believe number 3 is a tavern. And I think number 4, I need to put we're gonna say this is where I just pinged on the map right here.
Want to drag us
Inside
over
the
to
city
it?
walls. I should have just done that. It should have drug you.
I did not. There we go. Yep.
All right, we're gonna call this number 4 here. Let me put it on the map really quick.
That's a 1.
What do we call?
It's not letting me edit it. There we go.
There we
All right,
go.
so number 4 will be the Robertson house. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the city before actually going over there? Is there anywhere you'd like to go?
I don't believe so.
Would we check at the Robertsons store? Like, would they be selling, or is their house also their store?
So they don't have a store per se. He goes to work in the actual castle where he does his research. They do. Oh, I am completely wrong as where I'm putting this. I now remember where it goes. 4 goes here, and I will drag you. Okay, so you do know that that is where the house is. They also have a little farm plot, kind of outdoors, outside of the gates here, where you can see this actual farmland. And he kind of also has a research building there where he does like his home stuff, but he, for the most part, works inside the castle and the house there.
Okay.
Mm.
So would y'all like to go to the house first, or do you want to kind of go to scope out elsewhere, like the other place first?
Well, would is it in the
Maybe.
middle of the day? Because
Yeah, middle of
in
the
my
day.
I would expect the dad to be at work unless it's his day off. So
True.
if we were to try and get the dad, would we not check at his
Well,
job first? Because it would be
that's
one
the
of
reason
the.
they're trying to get him right now, is he's not even there. That's why the arrest warrant's coming.
Okay. Okay, so he's not at his job.
Correct.
I see.
So I guess it would be like if we were to actually do a guard thing, we would show up to the known location. So either at work, which he's not there, then at home.
Right. Do you want to check the home, or do you want to check his at home research place?
Probably the research place, yeah.
Because he
He's
is the
got two places.
he is
Both of
the
these buildings here.
biggest. Yeah, he is the biggest target, if that makes sense. Like he is worth the most, and he is the main person. So I would say, yeah, I would check his research lab.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Give me 1 sec to set that up for you all.
What do you guys do? You agree with that, or would you rather go to his
Yeah,
house?
I agree. Could just be a thing where he's so engrossed in his research he just forgot to go to work, but might as well check.
Let's hope that's the case.
All right, give me 1 second. I don't know why the music cut off.
It hasn't been playing for a
There we
little
go.
bit.
Yeah, I don't know why it did that. It should be starting again now. I have it on repeat, but it's not doing its thingy.
Hmm.
All right. You'd all be coming from the north. So you guys can all kind of drop your tokens up that way if you'd like to.
You said we're from the north.
Yeah, I should have just drug you to it.
Yep.
All right, so this is kind of the family's farmstead where he kind of does his research and things like that. Um, yeah, you're free to look around. Do you guys want to kind of do this stealthily, or are you looking to just kind of walk up?
I
We're
would
not
ask.
criminals here, but if he does see us and attempt to bolt, it would be easier if we're close.
I agree.
Maybe one of us approach from the front while the other two flank to the sides.
I guess I could go through the front.
Very well. I'll head over to the south.
I'll take the north then.
Um, Let me get all of you to roll stealth checks. 13. And this is kind of like a group check, not one to one.
See stealth.
Oh, that heavy armor. Wait, you don't have heavy armor proficiency?
No, heavy armor always gives disadvantage on stealth checks.
Really?
Yep.
I thought there was a feat for that.
Mm-mm.
All
No.
right. Who's the one going through the? Who's going to the sides?
I'm heading to the southern side of the building.
Carter is,
Yep.
and Calvin, you're taking what, the north? Like, kind of show me. So there's a little token on the left side of the Roll20 app, fifth down. Kind of let you use these arrows. You can use right clicks while doing that, and kind of do this right here. Kind of show me what your pathing is going to be. All right. How about you there, Calvin? Or that was Calvin, wasn't
No, that was Carter.
it? Okay. Calvin, what about you? And since Varian's going to be walking straight up the middle, that low stealth's fine.
I thought I was walking straight up the middle.
Oh, you want to go straight
Yes.
up the middle then?
I thought I was going to the front.
And you can if you want, but
If you want to switch that, then yeah, I could be going around.
Varian takes one step, his armor rattles. Maybe we can
yeah,
Clunk, clunk.
hearing some rattling coming from the forest may not inspire confidence in them.
So should I take the north?
Yeah.
I'd probably go through the bushes,
All right. Whenever you get to where you're going,
beeline it.
you can probably get up around that tree if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to kind of like move in a little bit, you guys, and then roll some perception checks if you'd like to.
Perception check. All right.
Drake, yours will be a straight roll. You don't really have any windows over there, Carter. Yours would.
Oof.
Dang, you only got nothing. Yeah, Drake. It looks like there's no one inside to you. There is that one window there, and or Calvin, I'm sorry. Um, there's that one window there you can kind of see through, and from what you can tell, it's like there's no one inside. You can tell. Variant, yeah, it doesn't look like anyone to you at all. You don't even see any footprints on the ground that looks like anyone's been leaving. And Carter, yeah, you're kind of closer to the building. Let's say you got kind of close and pressed your ear to the wall. You don't really hear any movement inside. Um, do with that as you want. But yeah, you don't hear anything. It seems like it's kind of vacant.
All right. Varian's just gonna walk up to what this looks like, this front gate.
Yeah, so you walk up and you kind of see just like imagine like a cottage, I guess, not like a very nice built house. It's on the outskirts of town, not actually inside the city. So imagine like a cabin, I guess you could say, kind of sitting out there. There is like a picket fence that goes all the way around it. A little garden outside with flowers and things like that. Some vegetables in the back. The gate that you come to, it's a wooden gate, and it is locked, but you can simply like reach across it, and it's one of those ones with a little latch, to open it.
Gotcha.
Couple windows around the place. The fireplace doesn't seem to be smoking or anything like that, and you do know it was cold this morning. And yeah, the snow's kind of melting away as the day's getting warmer, but you don't see any footprints in the slush or anything like that.
I'm just gonna,
What?
before I
What?
try to trespass, I'm just gonna yell and see if there's anybody inside. Like,
Yeah, you give a yell, you don't hear anything back.
guess I'll just
think
open the gate and go in then.
Yeah, you're free to open the gate. Like I said, it is locked, but it's a wooden gate, and it's one of those things where you like kind of turn a piece of wood that locks it. So it's just a regular old gate. Calvin, the picket fence isn't like 6 foot tall or anything. It's one of those small ones. Think like 2 foot tall. Like think of a garden
Yeah, you
picket
could
fence.
literally hop over it or
Yeah.
put your leg over it. Calvin's gonna hop over the fence,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna maneuver to the window to see if I can get a better look inside.
All right. Yeah, as you get closer, give me one more stealth check too. Not you, Varian, just Calvin, because he's being sneaky. You're more so just walking to the door. Oh yeah,
16.
you're fine, Calvin. And Carter, if you want to keep moving, you're free to go to the back and peek through the window if you'd like to. If you are going to do that, just give me another stealth check.
No, I'm happy standing where I am. I just want to view if anyone tries to jump out a back window.
Okay,
I'll
yeah, for
spot 'em.
sure.
But other than that, I'm pretty happy where I am.
Yeah, Calvin, with that, I'm not even going to make you roll a perception. You do look through. It's pretty much a wide open through the house view. Yeah, like I said before, you don't see anything inside. You don't see any movement or anything like that. It doesn't appear to be um, like there's been anyone there recently. You do see that there's like an ashtray on the table. Nothing smoking from it or anything like that. Doesn't look like any dirty dishes or anything are sitting around. But it does look very cluttered, like obviously a research building. A lot's been happening in here. But as far as you can tell, it doesn't look like there's anyone there. And you gotta let me know when the music stops so I can get it going again.
I don't even hear
I
it.
don't hear it. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
hear it.
Why is it not re-going? Anyways, all right.
I guess Baron's just gonna walk up and knock on the door.
Yeah, you give a knock, you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna see if the door's locked.
Um, it is locked. Seems to be just like a deadbolt. No crazy locks that you can really see. You're more than welcome to do a perception check on the door if you would like to,
Sure.
or investigation, whichever you'd like. Since I already said it, you can do investigation too, since I said it afterwards.
All right.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Oh well, it's just the same thing anyway.
Same thing.
So.
It's impressive,
Yeah,
though.
man. It looks like a standard door lock key mechanism. Not like those old jail cell skeleton keys, but you know, a smaller version of that kind of key. Just a normal door lock, and it does appear to be locked right now.
Hearing the knocking and lack of movement, I'll probably stop watching the back and head around to the front.
All right. Calvin, what about you at the window there?
I'm gonna try the back door. I saw this, but I was also very curious about here. I don't know. Is this a building? Or is this
From what you can tell, that looks like a dog pen of some sort.
okay, so it's a dog pen, it's not an actual building. I didn't know if it was like
No, I mean, without further investigation, to you, it just looks like a dog house. Doesn't appear to be a dog in there.
alright, I'm gonna go to the back door and I'm gonna check if it's locked.
You give it a wiggle?
Wiggle.
Yeah, you can roll either investigation or perception. And I'm just double checking something really quick. 12. Yeah, same as the front door. It does appear to be locked, but it's just a simple lock by the looks of it.
Lock picking's not really my forte, so I'm gonna go over to the dog pen then, since I see Carter walking around.
We don't exactly have a warrant to be kicking down doors.
Oh, that's
If
exactly
deemed
what you guys
necessary.
do have.
Never
Yeah, that's
mind. We
yeah,
have a
that-
warrant
that's
to be
exactly
kicking
what it
down
is,
doors.
sorry.
So I
I
could
should have been
attempt to
specific.
shimmy the lock.
Yeah, you guys are like the hired guys, you know? You guys go in and do things that the actual Royal Guard's not able to do. Like, you guys are the guys.
For the guys, okay.
Yeah.
The variant. Can I use your strength for a second?
Sure. So
Would
come
you
in
rather I
next.
attempt to, pick the lock first, so passing is a little less noticed?
You can roll
I'm
perception to see if you would have heard them say that, actually.
Okay.
You see him walking back there. You don't really hear him. You're kind of far away. You're free to attempt picklocking the front door while they're doing whatever it is at the back door, though. Or you can go
Oh,
around back. Yeah.
I have no idea what they're up to in the front, so I'm gonna stay by the gate, or
All
I
right.
don't know what they're doing at the back.
And what are y'all trying to do with the back door? Kick it?
I guess I will try to kick it open.
Just give me a general strength check.
Right.
And since you are wearing heavy armor, I will let you do this at advantage.
Straight.
That's a
20,
20.
nice. Yeah, so you're standing there and you kind of look to Calvin and you're kind of like, step aside as you lift up your leg and you just give it one swift kick right by the doorknob and where the lock is, and it just kind of splinters the wood inwards as the whole door goes flying in.
Do I hear that?
Yes, you would have heard that.
Okay. Yeah, my hand immediately goes to my firearm. I don't pull it out or anything, and just kind of stare at the gate for a minute before just turning around and just making sure that no one's walking by at the moment.
I pull out my firearm and I move in, checking around
Guess
for anything.
I'll just follow behind Calvin, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me where you guys would like to do some investigating, and we'll get some checks done, and we'll see. Upon walking in, it doesn't. The air smells kind of damp, or not really damp, but kind of like old. Maybe like the windows haven't been opened in a while. Yeah, like I said, it does look kind of like it's messy in here, like a researchers live here. But as far as someone actually being here, it doesn't look like there's been anyone here. There's actually some snow in the fire where it fell off the chimney, like the chute was still open, and it's on the wood, so there's some snow in there. The fruit on the table kind of looks like it's starting to go bad, so maybe a couple days or so since someone's been here.
I'm gonna open up the front door and motion to Carter to come on in.
Yeah, for sure. And the key's on the inside, so you can easily unlock it for him.
Yep. I unlock the door, open it up.
I feel it's best we have someone telling people to move along.
This is probably like a 50-acre farm that they have, so there's probably no one else here. You can do a general perception check, just looking around to see if there's if you see anybody close. 13. I mean, yeah, you look around. It's pretty flat fields. I know it looks like trees right here, but if you walk like past the trees, there is just like wheat fields, so it's nothing too high in the air. And just looking out and about, you don't see anybody around. It's honestly just you guys
Just gonna
on the farm itself.
look down at the tracks of snow, which clearly display that someone's probably raided this house, and shrug and go in. It's probably too late for damage control at this point.
But yeah, any rooms you guys want to look through or anything you want to do while you're here?
I think I'm gonna start ransacking the place, like turning over tables and checking for anything hidden.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Lifting up carpets, lifting up chairs, pulling down books to see if there's any mechanisms or anything. Because
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
this is a creator's house. You would think someone mechanically inclined would, that's where my
I'm going to be following Calvin around, trying to undo everything he does.
So what would I roll?
You can roll an investigation check.
18.
Yeah, so you look around, you see like schematics, things like that. Just general stuff for like bullets, um, like regular hand pistols. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, you get the feeling that there's definitely more to this house than what it is. But you said an 18.
Yes.
For just general investigation through the house, I'm going to say you don't really see anything out of place. If you want to look specifically at places, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, with just a general investigation, you get the feeling there's more to it, but you can't really find it.
Well, I'd probably focus on rooms after, and I keep on giving the schematics to Carter. This looks like some reading for you. You know, nerdy stuff.
So I'm just walking around with a handful of schematics and attempting to catch the books you're throwing off of the bookshelves with my other. Our goal is not to ruin this man's livelihood.
Only if Hobbs was here, because he would probably be knocking down books.
Thank goodness that cat's not here. All right, find anything?
I'm kind of just looking around this room because I think this looks like a trap door here on the floor. So I'm kind of just like checking that out.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, you look down and it looks like there's a door just right there on the floor. It doesn't appear to be locked. It kind of looks like it locks from the inside. When you give it a little lift, it does lift up and you do see a dark hole underneath it.
I'm just gonna yell out, be like, I think I found something.
Give me a second, I'm still ransacking.
No, we'll be right with you, Calvin.
Yeah, and there, Calvin, you see like a pot of it looks like tar. There's also some little containers of some black powder on the desk. Another little jar of some kind of green liquid. Actually, roll me an investigation check on the desk there.
15.
15. Yeah, you open up one of the drawers and you actually find a small little red bottle.
Hey Carter, you know what this is?
Maybe. I don't exactly have the hands to inspect it at the moment.
Well, put everything on the ground.
I am going to slowly put everything back where it belongs.
You might need those schematics.
Already looked through them. They're fairly general. Nothing groundbreaking.
What about the bullets?
Again, nothing groundbreaking.
Yeah, they're just normal bullets. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Give it 2 years and these will be the standard on the market.
Well, what about this vial?
Come back over and have a look at this vial. Pull up a little monocle. Put it to my eye.
Well, while he's doing that, I move into...
Oh no.
Where are you going into? The bedroom?
Bedroom, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a made-up bed. Doesn't look like it's been slept in for a while. If you go through some of the drawers and stuff, just some clothes here and there. Nothing crazy in there either.
Anything under the bed? Or underneath the blanket?
You see a few children's toys, things like that. Just little stuff that was left probably when the kids were here playing and maybe the dad was working.
Room's clear.
For the most part, there's really not too much about this place. The few schematics you found and then that little bottle of red whatever.
Is there anything I can discern about this bottle of red whatever?
You guys have all been into combat before. You looking at it, you would know that this is a healing potion of some sort.
Excellent. I'm going to toss it back to Calvin. You will need this more than I.
Says you. All right. Healing potion.
Just a standard. The 1d. Let me look.
Plus 3? I don't know.
Yeah, it's 1d4, isn't it?
I'm looking.
It's got additional.
Healing. Potion of healing, yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Sweet.
But yeah, to Varian. Varian's just kind of standing there, still looking down in this hole.
Yeah. No, now that we've discerned the nature of this potion, I will head over there. Drop my monocle back in my pocket.
Yeah, so Varian, looking down in the hole, you don't have dark vision or anything like that. You do have torches. It doesn't appear that there's any light down there, but there is a ladder that's kind of leading straight down. And you can almost, with that 20 you rolled, you can almost kind of hear water.
I guess while I'm waiting for my members to pull up to this room, I'll pull out my torch and get ready to go down into the hole.
All right. Are any of you going to follow?
I'm working my way over there.
All right, I'm just checking because I got to do a map switch if so.
Yeah. I will also pull out a tiny little light bulb, hit it against my palm a couple times, and it will spark up and shed bright light for 5 foot and dim light for an additional 5 foot.
All right, 5 and 5. I will set your token up. Why is that not working? You said 5 and 5?
Yeah.
And that's Carter. This should be set. All right. Give me 1 sec. And I will put all y'all's tokens down.
All right.
We're doing it or you're doing it?
I am. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
All right. Let me double check one thing. You guys are free to move around. I just got to make sure you can't walk through walls.
We'll tell you if we do.
I can
I know
certainly
you can.
try.
I got to figure out how to... There it is. Now you can't. All right, so yeah, you guys come downstairs, and it kind of looks like an old mine shaft. Yeah, you guys are free to kind of walk around.
Do you think we should
If you'd
split
like to
up?
make just a... Say again?
I was asking my party members if they think we should split up.
I don't think that has ever gone wrong.
Like Calvin just started walking.
Keep an eye on him.
I guess I'll just start calling Calvin. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you earlier.
No, you're good. All three of you just give me a perception check in general.
12.
17.
12, 17. Jeez.
5.
Damn.
Um,
1 and then a 20.
I'm gonna say the 17 and 5 cancel themselves out, so about a 12. Yeah, Calvin, kind of looking down at the ground. It doesn't look like there's any old or new footprints around. Everything kind of looks like it's older. Even coming down the ladder, you didn't really see fingerprints or anything. There actually was a layer of dust on the ladder, like it hasn't been used in a while. So you get kind of an idea that there's this hasn't been used in a while. You don't really hear anything. But yeah, You're free to give a hoot and echo, and you give a little echo, and you don't really hear anything back. It's kind of a cave to where if someone was walking, you would hear the footsteps coming back too.
I still have my gun drawn, just in case.
Yeah, for sure.
Am I able to get over this, or is this blocked?
Yeah, it would just be limited movement, or what's it
rough
called?
terrain. Rough terrain.
Yeah, rough terrain.
Okay, that's good to know.
Follow behind.
I'm gonna say naughty things or curse words of some sort, just to hear
The
it
whole time you're
echo.
walking through.
Oh yeah.
Just
Watch
to
your
hear
language.
voice.
We're in the military here. Besides, how am I going to know if you're in trouble if you're constantly cursing?
When I stop cursing, obviously I'm in trouble.
Good to know.
Is this an athletics right here, or is this? Well, is it jumping, or is this
You can do an athletics check.
Okay.
It looks like about a 10-foot drop to you.
5?
Yeah, Calvin, you take one step forward, and you barely touch the that first step with like the tips of your toes as you fall straight down.
Can I try to
Thanks,
catch
Logan.
him?
Yeah, you can try. Roll a sleight of dexterity check.
Dexterity. Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, actually, yeah. As he's falling, yeah, you reach out, grab him by the hand, and you give him like a split second, just staring straight into his eyes, like a "You fucked up, dude." Yeah, but yeah, you give him a catch.
So was that a genuine curse, or more of a, oh no, I've fallen in a hole curse?
A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Excellent. I'm going to continue fiddling with my light bulb. I swear it was brighter.
Just for the sake of time, I'm gonna have you all roll another perception check at advantage.
Ooh,
Perception at advantage.
13.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
There we go. That's working now.
There you go. Yeah, you guys kind of go through this entire area. Oh, Jesus, I'm not talking. I forgot I have PTT turned on. So yeah, you guys kind of walk through the whole area. You don't really see anybody. There's no signs of actual footprints. However, you do get to this spot here, and the water that you were hearing earlier, you kind of see this free-flowing underground river system. It seems to be flowing from west to east. And if you are to kind of have a guess of what all of this is underneath, you would kind of assume that this is some sort of like an escape system that hasn't been used in a while.
Odd. But it does look
Kinda.
like it's been used before.
Yeah, I mean, it's been built like it's been for use. Judging off of this, you don't really know where it leads to. But yeah, it definitely looks like this was put here by design, and it definitely looks like it's been traversed before, just not anytime recently.
So does it look like the channel of water is the escape, like the method of escape?
That's what you would assume. It kind of looks like there's some drag marks, maybe like boat marks in the ground, like an old boat ramp was there, kind of. You can see that the water's kind of draining downwards. It kind of looks like there was at one point a boat there that kind of made that indention in the ground. So you would assume that there's some kind of a boat system.
How old do these tracks look? Like,
With that kind
would
of
it be a
perception-
couple days, or would it be?
No, the water. It's hard to tell because the water raises and lowers with the tide,
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of washed away. You don't see any like immediate grooves of where it looks like a boat was drugged anytime recently. However, it has been snowing, so there has kind of been. If we went back out to the main map, there was kind of a hole there. There has been water kind of dripping in, so it all kind of depends. Can't really
And
get a
how
good
long
grasp on it, even
ago?
with a nat 20.
How long ago did our inventor disappear?
3 days ago or 2 days ago.
So does it look like
So
it's been used?
that wasn't actually on the arrest record. You do know that the assassination attempt was about a month ago.
Oh, about a month ago. Okay.
So he's been missing since then.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the case. This could very well have been his method of escape.
Him or somebody he's working with. Possibly.
Indeed.
So are we gonna wanna... How deep is this water? Is it shallow? Like out here?
One sec, y'all.
Okay.
I'd prefer not to go swimming.
Why not? It's a
Considering
fantastic day for it.
it's the snow outside. Have you seen the weather forecast?
Yeah, and have you seen how I showed up to work today?
That's true. If any of us go swimming, it should probably be you.
I
I
would have it
agree.
no I would have it no other way.
As
All
effective
right, sorry
a
guys.
swimmer as I'm sure Varian is, I'm pretty sure that heavy male may weigh him down.
Just a
Um,
tad.
Just makes him a better swimmer.
with a perception check of a 24, you will notice that flowing with the current is going to be easy, but getting back would be kind of difficult in your armor. It is strong enough to make you put up a fight.
Is it shallow enough to be able to like walk along the bottom, or
Like, is it wading water height or is it like... Yeah.
No,
swimming?
this looks like it was dug out. It's probably about 8 feet deep, and it's a sudden drop off from the side too.
Okay. Well, I guess we can't go this way. Maybe we should check his house.
I concur.
There's still the house, and now you guys do know that this is here.
Add it to the record. Would it be possible for us to get a boat down here? Like a small rowboat or something?
Through the hole in the that was in that room, you would assume not. Maybe a small canoe might fit.
Okay. So the option remains,
Yeah.
if we can find no other leads, we could attempt to get some sort of raft down here.
And follow?
What?
Yeah.
What about one of his shelves? They're
I'm
made of
sorry?
wood, right?
Interesting idea.
They also aren't waterproof.
You're not waterproof.
No. Y'all did enough perception checks to notice that the shelves aren't like built to be watertight.
You're not going to get
I mean, if you
far.
wanted to try it, could.
Let me put it this way. If you're going to try it, I am not going to be on it with you.
You would expect it to be watertight if he's some sort of famous engineer.
He's a
He's
famous
an
engineer as far as
inventor.
weaponry, not shelves.
Like, to be clear, if you want a weapon that fires underwater, he could probably do that for you. A shelving unit that floats? Maybe not so much.
Bit out this.
Sounds kind of like a sloppy range of things, don't you think?
One thing
Shall
makes
we
some
just
more
go and see
money.
if we can find him first?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to start making my way back up.
I guess I'm gonna follow. There wasn't anything
Alright.
here to perceive or no loot. Mr. DM?
No, nothing like that. No.
Okay.
If y'all want to leave y'all's tokens kind of at the beginning there,
Yep.
just in
Perfect.
case you guys got to come back, it's already there.
Lovely.
And you want to move to the house area now?
Yeah.
I believe so. I will also, depending on how damaged the back door is, I will cast Mending to put as much of it as possible back together and close it.
All right.
Good
What is that? Like
idea.
isn't it like a
Sure.
3-inch thing it can do?
Something like that. Yeah, it's not much.
Roll me base. Let's see.
Let's have a look.
Roll me a dex check.
1 foot, as long as the breaker tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension.
All right.
And you want a dexterity check?
Yeah, and I think his kick was like a 12, right?
No, 15. I just
No,
looked.
15.
Yep.
19.
Yeah, you have no problem fixing that. Yeah, you do your mending spell. It's not 100% like perfectly fixed, but it's nice enough to where it's working. If someone was to look at it, like they could probably tell it's been mended, but
Well, we've
it
got
is
snow
fixed.
tracked all through the house. There are papers everywhere. The goal was more of if someone else were trying to rob this place while we were gone, they couldn't just walk in. So in the future, can we all agree that we try to open the doors less destructively first?
No promises.
That's better than usual.
So y'all spent a little bit of time down there. It took a little while to investigate the whole place. As you guys are coming up, it's probably about noon, 1 o'clock-ish. The snow's kind of mush on the ground, that weird halfway between ice and snow kind of thing happening. And you're going to make your way to the house area, or did you want to go somewhere else first?
Yes.
Maybe head to the house.
Maybe
House?
check out the dog kennel before we leave, maybe. Just
Brew.
check that out.
I'll leave that to you
Yeah,
two.
sure.
I mean, if Varian
me-
wanted to check, then I'd follow along.
This is
Double
probably
check
while
something
I'm
here.
mending the back door.
I'm just double checking the overlay to see if there is actually anything underneath there. As far as a secret door, doesn't. Yeah. So you go in there and you look around. It doesn't appear to be anything other than just a doghouse.
No hidden weapon like the murder weapon or the attempt of murder weapon or a manifest of some sort that says I did it. This is how I'm gonna do it.
Not this time.
Damn.
Nope, just a dog pen with dog poop.
Varian,
Why
you
is the music
can
not even
walk
playing
in.
at all now.
Now
I
we
can
hear like a tavern song.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
here,
something
like,
is doing something?
Yeah, yeah.
playing from, like, a
Okay, as long
tavern,
as something's
so,
happening.
yeah. I guess we go to the house now. Unless you want to check like the area around here, but
I suppose the last thing I want to do is lock up the house, but keep the keys on me.
Oh, you're keeping the one from the front door?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You lock the doors up and you do a quick look around. Give me one more. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You made sure to get all the snow and stuff swept up. Not paper towels or anything, but you saw like a towel laying there. You kind of dried up the stuff there. You even went back and double checked to make sure the trap door was laid down as well. All the books and stuff that Calvin had given you, you've put in back for the most part where you think he would have gotten them from. The only thing really that's out of place is that one potion that Calvin does still have.
And
But yeah,
keys.
you do a pretty good job.
On first inspection, no one was here.
I'm going to move you all over to the Robinson house.
So there was
So, yeah, you
nothing
guys,
within the vicinity, correct?
No, there was nothing that you all saw.
Cool.
Give me a sec to drop. You guys can drop your tokens anywhere on
Out on
The main road?
street.
yeah, this line, yeah, anywhere over there. Actually, do more so
The sidewalk across from the house.
like in
Oh,
this area.
okay.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. I did not mean to just do that.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of all the circles.
Don't worry,
Yeah, no, it's all right.
we got you, dude.
All right. So yeah, this is the Robinson household. It is a 2-story. It looks like a townhome of sorts. Kind of think Britain or like Dutch or something like that. Very thin houses but tall. Lots of rooms inside, things like that. Like the TV show Full House, like the house that they had,
Yeah.
like San Francisco.
Okay.
It's a kind of a house like that. Yeah, it's taken you guys a little bit of a while because there's no like direct gates through the outside to the inside. Um, and plus, like I said, going through all the caves and things like that. Um, it's probably now around 3-ish. The sun you can see is starting to begin to go down and things like that. You kind of pull up to the house here. Let me get a. Let me make sure. Is music still good?
I don't
Nothing's
hear
playing.
anything.
Nothing.
All right, guys. I'll take the back door. You take the front.
Sounds good.
Do a general perception check too.
Perception.
Woof!
Um.
The 20s today,
You see
boys.
everything.
Damn.
Yeah, Calvin, you see that there's actually been a lot of footprints in and out the front door. 2 sets going in, and then there's a bunch of steps kind of staying outside, kind of pacing around the perimeter area.
So we're not the first ones here.
It seems not.
Negative.
All right, Calvin, you've got the back door.
Calvin whips out his pistol.
Try not to shoot anyone.
No promises.
Are you gonna be?
I guess we're just gonna walk up
Very.
to the front door.
You've got the
Alright.
intimidating armor. Feel free to give them a knock.
Yes, sir.
You're not gonna be trying stealth or nothing.
I guess.
No reason.
We're
I'm
just
gonna
walk
be.
up.
I'm gonna be at the back waiting till I hear anything from the front, and then come through the back. I'm gonna check the door to see if it's locked.
I'm just gonna knock on the door while he's doing that.
So yeah, you give a knock on the door, and you definitely hear movement inside. Very hushed movement. Give me another perception check with your ear to the door.
Right?
All of us, or just Varian and Calvin?
Just just the 2 with the ears of the door.
I'm checking if the door is locked on my side.
I got a
First.
15.
I will tell you that yes, the doors are locked.
Okay.
15. It sounds like probably 4 to 5 people inside, from what you can tell, just by listening. And it does sound like they are moving. Drake, the door is locked. You hear people too, but it's a lot quieter. Varian, it definitely sounds like they're closer to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait and see if they open the door, I guess.
Now, what kind of door is this? Is this a wood door? Does it have glass on it?
It's just a wood door. Nothing you can see through.
Okay.
Heavy oak. The lock's definitely a lot more sophisticated than the one that you saw at the cabin. This one has a locking mechanism more like you would see today. So definitely more sophisticated, and yeah, you can tell he takes pride in the security of his own home more so than his research lab.
I guess if no one's coming to the door, I'm just gonna yell and be like, "Is there anybody home?"
Yeah, as you're yelling, the noises are starting to get quieter, and it sounds like hushed or quick movement. If you're going around the back.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna have to have you stop right about here.
Move me to where I should
Give me one
be
sec.
standing.
Right about there. Get ready to laugh, Drake. You see two fellows kind of standing up on top of this thing. They are very similar in characteristics. They both have brown hair, green eyes. They do a quick look at each other, and the one looks to the other. Oh, shit, I think we're caught, brother. This isn't good. And he starts to moving away from you.
Hey, stop right there. I have a couple questions.
They look back at you. All right, we're not the ones to be stopped, to be honest. You might want to be the one to stop coming after us. And they continue to move.
Just answer a couple of questions, and you're welcome to
Can't
be
be
on your way.
bothered today. Can't be bothered.
I swear. Do we have some sort of, like, are we allowed to just make arrests and things?
Yeah.
Can I just
Anyone that
make-
you the warrant said anyone caught aiding is 5 gold.
Do I have some important
have your
name that
weapons.
I can shout in the name of
the king's name is oh my gosh, I haven't told you guys this, sorry. Let me get all this stuff out for you. Where the heck is it? The king's name is Marvin, Marvin. King Marvin Avery, Avery. I'll write that there.
Marvin. Okay.
Marvin.
Is he like Avery the Third or something like that?
Nope, Marvin Avery, just King Avery.
The first of his name.
In the name of His Highness King Avery, stand where you are and answer my questions.
Roll an intimidation check. And let me check. What would that be? Intimidation versus.
Ooh.
In the name of sorry, where was I? Just stop where you are.
He you see like a puff of smoke come out as he's taking like it looks like a hand rolled cigarette of some sort, but from the smell you can tell that it's not tobacco he's smoking. And he kind of looks back at you. In the name of the king, you say?
Did I stutter? I did, but that's not my point.
He walks a little bit closer to you. Whose king would that exactly be? Your king?
Or
Well, I guess if you're praying to some sort of king, there's only one that could be possibly in question, and you're obviously not here for the show. So that would make you and I not common friends then.
I'm gonna pull my pistol.
Varian, as you're standing there, and right before you pull your pistol, you hear what sounds like people shuffling through the house, kind of moving fastly.
I'm gonna tell,
You're pulling your pistol?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell Carter that we got movement inside the house.
It seems like they're going. You don't know that there is one, but if you had to guess, it would be like through a back door, is what you're expecting.
Alright.
And if you're pulling out the gun, Charlie, he takes another drag from his hand-rolled cigarette and kind of looks at you. He looks back. Why are there two Charlies? Hold up. Hold up. Let me double get this out. I got the two of the wrong people.
Hands where I can see them.
So the one that's standing up on top of the cart looks back. Well, brother, it looks like we're in for a fight. And he flicks his rolled cigarette towards you. Give me a sec. Give me a dexterity check.
All right.
Versus
Flat dexterity.
Yeah, it's
or
gonna be a
save?
flat dex.
Actually, dex and save are the same. So
He didn't throw it very well. Oh my gosh, he rolled a 6. So he flips the cigarette, and it actually looks like
on
it's
a piece
gonna.
of snow and it misses.
Well, no, it actually
Whoa!
looks like it's gonna miss you in the first place, but you like over exaggerated what he was doing with it, and you went to dodge it, and it just barely missed you anyways.
I practically dodge into it.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Right then, and
Yes, right
yeah,
then.
let's have you all roll initiative. Let me clear this. So what you're going to do is make sure you click on your token before you roll the initiative. If you need to roll it again, Carter, you can type in there. Once you redo it, you can click in there and reset it.
Let's go,
Alright.
variant.
Another one, huh?
Another one.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to edit it.
2119.
Yeah, I tried to put it in, but let's try again.
Which one for who? Carter?
Nope,
Yeah,
never mind,
there
I
you
got
go.
it. I got it.
All right. Let's set up this turn order.
All right. Yeah, Carter, that brings you up first.
I'm going to hold my action. If he attempts to either run or draw a weapon, I'm going to take a shot. I've given you fair warning. Try something now, and I will not hold back.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you. He's got this smile on his face. His arms are crossed. Hey, it's the fight that you wanted, bud. You came for my friends. You said you're holding what action?
I'm going to take a shot at him if he attempts to either run or draw a weapon.
All right. You have movement and bonus action if you'd like.
Yep, nope, not using either.
All right. Varian, that brings up you. And is the music playing for the battle map?
Yes.
It is.
Dope, because I cannot hear anything.
I guess I'm just gonna walk around the corner and just get up right in this dude's face.
You are in initiative, so this is considered combat, just so you know.
But
Alright.
just because
Here
it's
you go.
initiative doesn't mean we have to fight.
Right.
I guess
It's just the most likely outcome.
I think that was.
Just time slows down a lot more around us.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I guess I will try to grapple him.
Grapple, that is a strength versus... Is that athletics?
It's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
Right. Yeah, so athletics or acrobatics for you.
It's just athletics to initiate the grapple.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can make acrobatics or athletics to avoid it.
14. Jeez. All right, he is grappled.
Well done, Varian.
And then it's an athletics check to get out, correct?
Or acrobatics. But it takes an action.
Right. I'm trying to put a thing on him. That'll be grappled.
I've got a friend who's just grappling everything in one of my campaigns.
All right. You have a bonus action. I don't think you can move while you're grappling someone, though.
You can drag them. I think it's like half movement.
Half movement.
I already used 15, so to get over here,
You could move back 1 space, technically.
I guess I'll do that then. Moving towards my compatriot.
All right. He's yelling for his brother right now. Chadwick, whenever you're willing to step up here and help give me a hand, you know, it wouldn't mind. And it's Charlie's turn. So he is going to use an action to try to break away.
So it's contested again.
Guess that means I have to roll another athletics.
14, 16. He's still grappled. That brings up Chadwick. Wait, let me double check really quick, make sure he doesn't have any bonus actions.
Yeah.
I should have done that. Dadgummit. It's too late. Okay, I'll know next time. Alright, so that brings up Chadwick. He is going to cast 20-foot cube. That should hit both of you. He is going to cast Fairy Fire on the both of you.
So that's a Dex save.
DC 14 Dex save.
Oh boy.
You both fail.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, we're dealing with a mage.
What am I going to use for that? That works.
That's awfully intimidating.
All right, you guys are fairy fired now. You are a
Yes, sir.
violet lit. Any creature in the area the spell is cast for the duration, affected, shed 10 areas. Any attack rolls against you are at advantage.
Would this dude I'm grappling be affected as well, since we're like in the same spot?
It's a 20-foot cube. Give me a sec. I hate trying to map. Where's the probably not. He probably. I'm gonna say no because I cast it from far enough back. Because I was targeting more so this area.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it just depends if you roll
Yeah.
when you're grappling someone, if you're on the same space or not. That's the
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is really DM's discretion.
Yes, I will do that actually. Give me a sec to roll for him.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of grappling in our last campaign.
No.
And that was
Yeah.
a dex, right?
Yeah.
He is fine.
He's fine. Okay.
That brings up, let me make sure he doesn't have a bonus action. Yep. He's going to give a wink at his brother.
A wank?
A blink.
Okay.
He gives a blink at his brother, and he is also going to move. To back here. So his brother now has Bardic Inspiration. That brings up Calvin.
Is this high enough that I can just jump over and not take any effect? Like use that as movement?
So if you look onto the next page, right across from you, you will see that this is actually a balcony that you are currently standing on, and the door is actually to your right.
But how much space am I up? Like, am I
You'd
up?
probably be about 10 feet up.
So would
If you
I?
were to jump off the side, I would make you do an athletics check. DC 10. On a 10, you're going to take 1d4. If you fail a DC 10 of
Screw it. I hear my friends in trouble, so I'm gonna jump off, and that'll
All right.
give me how much feet of movement after if I land?
Let's say it'll be difficult terrain for one, so you'd probably have 20 left.
So I'd end up around here.
I
I think you could move a little further.
think one more.
Yeah, one more.
Okay, either way, I'd have Chadwick, I think his name is, in
Yeah,
sight.
you'd be walking around in Chadwick. Actually, when you do jump down,
It'd be acrobatics. Or would it just be athletics?
either
Oh,
or.
Lord.
All right, I'm gonna
You can
go
do an
with
athletics or acrobatics, your call.
I'll do acrobatics.
Yeah, you're
14.
fine. You do like a front flip over the side, kind of like a not a your arms are out to the side, like I think Assassin's Creed front flip down.
Yeah, I'm hardcore parkouring. What you're saying?
As you do come around, you do see that there is someone else standing there too.
I blink and I don't know who to shoot at. So I flip a coin. 1 is this guy, 2 is this guy.
One's which one?
The guy closest to me.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna face this guy.
All right.
Freeze in the name of your majesty. Yes, that's what it is. And I fire.
Go ahead and
His
go ahead
Royal
and shoot.
Highness King Avery.
So I'm gonna use one of my grit points, and I'm gonna use a dazing shot.
Go ahead and make your attack roll first.
Okay. Pistol.
Uh, 21 hits.
And
15.
oh, sorry, that's Deadeye. Dazing. Sorry. Class Constitution saving throw or disadvantage.
It's
I
10
don't know.
damage.
Oh, it is
I
only
get-
10.
Oh, sorry, and I do have my master archery, so
Constitution
23
saving
to hit.
throw or disadvantage on that. Okay.
I don't
So
know what
what's
the con save is.
What's your spell save DC?
Spell save is where is it? Where do I see this?
Go to your spell page,
Oh,
and then at the top.
that's 0.
You have to select modifier, what it goes off of.
Yeah. Oh man. Your spells are based off int, right?
They are based off of. Well, it would be wisdom, right? It's grit.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. So grits are wisdom. So I have
So
2.
wisdom. So
There you
set
go.
your
12.
yeah.
So it's a 12.
Okay.
And you said it's a con save?
Yes. On baby.
It's a 2.
The 2.
So she has disadvantage, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Disadvantage on attacks until the end of next turn. So
All right.
I'm getting rid of one of my grits, unfortunately, but
You don't have a bonus action, do you? You do have a bonus action.
I can do my action surge and then shoot again.
Yeah, if you want to.
and hit her.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
So let's see.
23 hits.
For another
for
7,
7.
so 17 damage all day.
All right. It is now her turn unless you want to take... You can take 4 feet of motion. However, you will be in... Oh, I just messed up. These should have been a disadvantage, shouldn't they have?
What? It doesn't
Ranged
matter.
weapons, right?
Only
as long as
within
you're
5
not
feet.
within 5 feet.
Yeah.
And even if it was at
10 feet or
disadvantage, it
farther,
wouldn't have
yeah.
made a difference.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have movement left if you want.
I'm gonna take a step back.
All right.
So I'm gonna have a clear view of these two.
Yeah. It is now... And the music's still playing? Let me know, y'all.
Yeah.
It is.
And I'm gonna yell, hey guys, we got 2 back here. I don't know if you know this or not.
2.
You
Right,
guys
they're
can give
multiplying.
me a perception check to see if you heard that through the
Well,
house
we
and
definitely
everything.
heard the gunshot.
Yeah, that's true. You did. All right. So her turn. She's gonna cast darkness on herself.
Uh-oh.
It's a 15-foot radius.
I hate mages.
Oh, Lord.
X-Blade Warlock, maybe?
How do I do the... she's gonna cast that on herself, and I'm trying to get a there's the radius. So there's the 15. You are in the darkness, so the disadvantage will now cancel out.
Ooh.
Because of this. She can see normally in darkness. And she is going to rush at you. And... Wait, she is not rushing at you. She is not a Hexblade. She's going to cast... Wait, no, she's already cast Darkness. Let me double check bonus actions here. Yeah, that's it. She's just going to stay there then. It's going to bring up you, Carter.
All right, well. Varian, you got that one?
No.
I'm going to run past our mate here. He does get an opportunity attack against me.
Even grappled?
No,
It would
because isn't it restrained?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
you still
restrained.
get your attack.
At disadvantage.
Nope. It's flat. Grapple
Really?
just means you can't move. Though I will ask, did he draw a weapon? Because that was one of the triggers for my gunshot. So if he didn't draw a weapon, it would be an unarmed attack.
He did not.
Okay. So he does get an unarmed swing at me. Tried to trip me while I run by.
Which unarmed is just...
Flat strength.
Little kick.
Flat strength.
It's actually
It's a 1d4.
strength plus proficiency. Nope, just flat strength damage.
So it's 14 plus 2 is 16.
Okay, so it hits.
And then it would be unarmed attack. Oh, wait, I got this. What the hell? Oh, he's got a negative -1 to
-1.
strength.
He bumps me in the shoulder as I run by, and I just look at him like, what are you doing?
Oh, this poor guy. As you run by, he slaps at you. Oh, shit, come back.
Sorry, mate. As I get to the end, I'm going to reach into a bag and pull out a little ball and toss it out. It's going to grow little legs and land, and I'm going to summon my Force Ballista.
All right. You can draw a
Thanks.
little...
The Commandant. A little circle.
There you
There we
go.
I think I have to summon it within 5 feet of me. Yeah, 5 feet of me.
Okay.
So I'm going to summon that in front of me. I think I've got a clear line of sight from the cannon to our dear friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to use my bonus action to command my commandant to fire at him.
Yeah.
23
23 hits.
for 12 force damage.
Oof,
and he is
12.
actually pushed 5 feet away from me, or 5 feet away from the cannon.
We will say he gets pushed that
Into the
way.
next street.
It's the same house. We are assuming that behind
Yeah.
them there is
A wall?
yeah, that line that he's actually pushed up against right now would technically be where the wall is to the outside of the city. So right over the wall would be the farmhouse is actually right behind that. So he's kind of right there in that area.
So, is there a rule about if you get hit on a wall, would it give you damage? Or
Well, he didn't hit the wall. He only got pushed 5 feet.
okay,
He was here. He got pushed 5.
okay.
Yep.
All right. You still have no, you don't.
Nope. That's everything.
Varian.
Can I hog tie this dude with like the
Um,
rope I got, or no?
I do believe that would be a sleight of hand versus. I think it is it Dex or Strength for rope tying.
Dexterity would be
It's
rope
not-
tying, wouldn't it?
It's not technically a rule to be able to tie someone up, but you could try it, I suppose.
Give me a Strength versus Dex check. So you roll Strength, I'll roll Dex, just for the tightness of your knot. You attempt to tie, and yeah, his wrists are very small, and your knot work is not very good in these clunky armor plate gloves that you're wearing. So unfortunately, it's not working out.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just stand there with the dude in my arms.
You could drag him 15 feet if you wanted.
Yeah, you can still pull him back farther if you'd like.
I guess I'll pull him out in front of the house.
All right. But just move your token to where you'd like to go, and then I'll move him to you.
Okay, I'll just chill right here, I guess.
All right. As you're pulling him, he's kicking. Ah, piece of shit! Come on, let me go. Chadwick! He's yelling for his brother. He's trying to tie me up.
Keep
And he is
shouting
gonna
that like that, and I'll send you to your brother.
I am going to attempt to break the grapple again. And this time I will use the Bardic Inspiration. I do announce that beforehand, right? Like I can't do that
I
after.
think you can see the roll, but you don't know whether or not it's a success before you
Right.
decide
Hey,
to use it.
okay, don't roll yours yet.
All right.
And it's athletics, right?
Acrobatics.
Well,
Or you could use
that's actually
athletics.
going to be... My athletics is -1, my acrobatics is +3, so this would actually be a 19. I will not use my die.
Alright.
So it's actually versus a 19.
Thinking it's a 21.
You got this, dude. Oh,
Damn.
So he does get out.
Yep. But it does
And I have
take his
full
action.
movement, right?
Yep. Movement and bonus action.
Give me a sec. Let me get this off of him. He gives you like a nice little smirk. Right. I'll be on my way then. And actually, let me check something really quick. Oh. Here we go.
That's
Does a 23 hit you?
That's an action. He used the action to escape the grapple.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Damn it. Yeah, he can't do anything. He's just gonna move. You get an attack of opportunity though.
All right.
And he's gonna run. to there. So you can 17. Uh, 17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. For 14. He is looking hurt. That brings up Chadwick. Chadwick hurt his brother. He's gonna actually. He's gonna attempt to climb the fence. Yeah, so you see him like jump up and grab the side of the fence, and his feet are kicking, trying to scramble up the side, and he's just, it's too snowy out, so his feet are just slipping and he cannot make it over. And he is going to use his movement to go into the darkness. And that brings up Calvin.
So am I in the darkness?
You are right now, yes.
Can I
We have a circle to see
possibly
where it is.
take a chance to shoot at this person, or?
Yeah, you can still make attacks against people. It's just a
Okay.
disadvantage.
Well, then I am gonna make myself have regular advantage by using my second grit for my Deadeye shot.
All right, so just a straight roll.
Come on, baby. 24 or 26?
Damn.
Even with this advantage.
26 hits. Where are the +2s from? Oh, right.
From my archery. So
All
that's
right.
5 damage.
It hits.
Five.
She is looking hurt.
Also, I think darkness is concentration, so you have to make a concentration.
It is. I have to roll
Constitution.
above a.
10.
Was it above a 3?
10. The minimum is 10.
Yeah, you're right. Where's the saves at? There we go. Natural 1.
We're not seeing.
Why is this rolling to
her-
GM?
Yeah, I was about to say.
It was a natural 1. I wouldn't lie about that. Her concentration drops. Why didn't it not?
How does she look? You said she's wounded.
She's looking very hurt.
All right.
It's not letting me. Hold up. I gotta refresh my browser. It's not letting me change settings on her.
Okay.
Good old roll 20.
It's better than the alternative of no D&D, but not by much. It's pretty good for what it's.
Yeah.
All right. You still have movement if you'd like.
I think I'm in the most opportunistic area
All right.
at the moment.
That's gonna bring up Eileen.
Ooh, Eileen, eh?
And she is going to. So yeah, you're sitting there watching her, and all of a sudden, you see some bat wings come out of her back as she looks at you, and she is going to take flight. She is now 30 feet in the air,
Oh my.
and she flew over this way. So she is over the wall right now. So unless you like back up, you'd be shooting through half cover right now at her. And that's just her movement. That's not an action or anything, right? She still has an action.
I don't know
Yep.
what she used, so.
It's just her racial.
Oh,
She has a flying speed of 30 feet.
Yep.
And she is going to cast at you. Why did that not work? Does a it's a 22. I got to switch this from DM. Does a
Now-
22 hit?
Now you said she has half cover. Do I also have half cover?
Yeah, so it would be a half cover would bring your AC up by Is that 1 or 2 for half cover?
I think it's 2 for half.
So 22, does that hit with +2 to your AC?
Yes, it does.
All right. For 9.
Get hit for 9.
Now she gives a cackling laugh, and she's just kind of got like 2 fingers. Her hand is palm side up, pointing at you, as this Eldritch Blast dark materials flying out of her hands as it like flies at you and hits you right in the chest. You take 3 or 6 force, and I think it's
It's all
what's
force.
the other agonizing blast? What is that? Oh, that's
It's
off of
just the
her.
charisma
Yeah.
modifier. Yeah. So it's 9 force.
And I think that's all she can do. That's going to bring up Carter.
Well, she's certainly within range of my cannon. It's a pity. I was really hoping we could take them all alive. Does she have half cover from where I'm currently firing from?
She's 30 feet in the air. It's probably about I'd say you got good range on her.
All right. I will take a shot with the commandant. Believe that misses.
8 does miss.
How far is she from me?
45?
Yeah. I will move to here, so I'm no longer at long range with my pistol.
All right.
And I suppose I will attempt to take a shot with that as well.
Go ahead.
15.
15 does hit. For 7. Yeah, you pull your gun out. You give it a nice aim, tried and true. Your cannon missed as you looking at her, and you see her pointing her hand towards Calvin there with this blast of energy coming out. You pop her right in the. Where are you aiming at on her?
Just for the chest. Make it a safe shot.
So you're going for lethal, or do you want to aim for the shoulder or something? I'm asking because this is going to drop her. If you want to try to aim for the shoulder, I'll let you roll a sleight of hand check.
Nope.
Just
if it
going straight
risks
for it?
me missing, I am just taking a shot.
No,
that
you'll
takes her
still
out of
miss.
sight.
This is just going to be lethal versus non-lethal. If you want to go for the non-lethal, aim for the shoulder.
Okay. I guess
Then
I'll
you'll.
attempt a non-lethal.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna set it at 12.
Okay. For a sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's go.
There you go. So yeah, you aim tried and true right at the shoulder as you pop her, and she just looks at you, and she just falls straight out of the sky and hits the ground on the other side of the wall.
Now she has
She
just
is
fallen
down.
like 20 feet, so
30 feet. She is downed.
So that is 3d6 extra
Yep.
damage.
On top, yeah. Let me double
She's
check.
probably going to be dead by the time we get to the other side of that wall.
Well, I'm checking this first. Okay, so she's not dead.
But she is
Definitely
definitely
unstable though.
All
Wait,
right.
Chester, was it? You want some?
All right. You have a little bit of movement left, I do believe.
I'm pretty happy where I am. I've got plenty of line of sight of our
All right.
last remaining member back here.
That brings up Varian. And actually, too, while you're there, Carter, roll me a perception check, please.
Sure. Perception. 15.
Yeah, you look down while you're standing right there, looking at the steps right in front of you. You see like some very big footprints. Looking at all the people around here, it obviously is not them. You also do see some smaller footprints that look childlike, headed over towards the fence and are over towards the wall. And now that you're kind of looking at it, you can kind of see scrape marks where it looks like someone has went over. So you see all that while you're standing there too.
Right.
So that brings up you, Varian.
I will just run up to this dude, and I guess I will try to. I'll just attack him.
All right.
Hopefully, he doesn't die.
I think you hit.
23 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's just 10.
10. You're swinging with the sword, right?
I am.
Are you trying to be lethal or no?
I would prefer to avoid being lethal, if possible. But
All right. He is still gonna drop, but I'm not gonna like have him instant killed for RP's sake. So yeah, you run at him kind of like javelin style. Like stab him right in the stomach there. As you hit him, he kind of like looks at you eye to eye, and then he kind of falls backward, just kind of looking at you, and he is downed.
all right.
You still have maybe 5 more feet of movement, I think, if you wanted to.
I'll just stand over this dude's body for now.
You can go ahead and well, we'll hold off on that. So that brings up Charlie's down. That brings up Chadwick. Is the music still going?
It's not.
All right.
Nope.
Drake, you got to let me know these things, bud.
Fair.
It's too
I
intense.
didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't even realize until you said it.
All right. So he's definitely looking around, seeing what's going on right now. I need a DC 14 con save from you, Carter, and I don't know if your weapon can take
Yes, it
damage.
does.
Okay.
It's just a flat 10 for that, so +0. It passes with an 18. And a con save from me
Hey.
for a 19.
Oh,
So you both save. I
half.
think you take half, so 9.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wait. If it's made out of metal, it has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
So
I
your
will.
gun will need to roll 1 more.
Yep. 15.
nice.
All right. So 9 damage to each,
Oh,
and just double checking something here. He is also going to heal himself for 7.
you can only cast 1 leveled spell per
Oh,
turn.
you're absolutely right. All right. That's it. Yeah, that's going to be it for him. Let me roll something really fast for him. Yeah, so looking around and seeing what's happening right now, that all of his comrades are kind of being taken down, he is going to drop to his knees and put his hands behind his head right now.
You really had to take one last shot at me before that, huh?
I had to fucking try, right?
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough. I respect it.
I'm gonna run up to him and say, "Did I fire 3 or 4 rounds? Do you feel lucky, punk?"
He just
How
kind
about
of
if you
looks
blow
at
his head
you.
off, I'm gonna have you court-martialed.
Well, honestly, while he's got his hands behind his head, honestly, the shot that I saw, you missed, didn't you? You hit the wall?
No, I've hit him. I've hit.
Hmm.
But do you feel lucky?
And he
Huh?
starts yelling, "Brother, are you okay?" He doesn't hear anything. Let me start making some death saves here. He's also going to ask you guys if he can administer aid to them. And I will take us out of initiative. You are free to walk,
Okay.
free to tie up people.
I am going to immediately bolt for the wall and see if I can make it over to stop this person from bleeding to death.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to stabilize this dude. I almost just killed right here.
Go ahead
And
and
I'm
make a medicine
gonna
check there, Varian.
restrain. Is it Chadwick?
Oh yeah, you do fine on him.
Do I need like an athletics or acrobatics to jump this wall?
Um, give me an athletics. If Calvin wants to help you climb over it, I will let you do it at advantage.
Sure, I'll give him my back for a second.
18.
Yeah, no problem getting up over it. It's a cobblestone type wall, so there's like little nooks and crannies for you to kind of put your footing into, so you can get up and over.
And
You
then
haven't been standing outside in the snow like Chadwick was, so it's a lot easier for you.
I guess a medicine check to stabilize.
Yeah, unless you, well, you guys do have that healing potion, but you can do a medicine check.
I don't have it on me. 11.
11's not gonna do it, and I'm gonna
Oh.
do. Give me 1 sec here.
Is it? I'm trying to remember because I know for death saves it's 10 or more to pass. I thought medicine checks were the same, but I might be wrong.
It was. I set it at a DC in my head just for this one, and the DC was
Okay.
12.
Okay.
Just because of how the combat went and how technically she should be
That
dead
was
right
a
now.
hard fall.
Yeah. Let me do a death save on her, which I'm not seeing. There it is.
I don't think I made it worse.
That's 1 fail. You hear from the other side, Chadwick yells, "I can heal her."
Well, you're not over here right now. I'm waiting.
He looks to you, Calvin. Will you boost me over?
That gives you a chance to escape.
Well, Carter's over there too right now for that. But it's up to you.
No, I'm gonna restrain him. We had a job to bring these guys in.
All right.
I make another attempt.
That's 1 round through. Yeah, go ahead. We'll do a 10 this time. It'll go down by 2 each check.
Oof.
7.
Oh my gosh. It's
Actually,
another
no.
death save.
Fuck me. I just realized I could have stabilized her already.
All right, she passed that one.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank goodness. So I'm pretty sure the fall would have counted as 1.
Sorry, say it again.
Because taking damage while you're down causes you to fail a death save.
The damage of her hitting the ground is what caused the death.
Okay.
She had 1 hit point left.
I see. All right, well, enough risking things. I'm going to pull a little electro buzzer and some bandages out of my bag, and I will cast Cure Wounds to stabilize her.
All right. What is that? 1d4?
1d8 plus 4.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Heal something? Heal wound?
Healing word.
Healing word.
Mine just has to be touch.
All right, for 5.
Yeah.
I'm realizing now that never mind. It's all good.
but
She is stabilized.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you're on the other side with her by yourself. Did
I
you want to
will start-
restrain her beforehand?
Yes, before
Okay.
she starts waking up. And I have to
Alright.
deal with an insane warlock.
Let's just go ahead and move through this. We'll say that you guys kind of get everything cleaned up. You go ahead and tie everyone up. And where do y'all want to move to after this? You gonna stay on the street or do you want to go inside? What would y'all like to do?
I guess we would flag down a guard to,
For these
put
3?
these, yeah,
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
put them in a carriage, and then we would want to investigate the place.
All right. Yeah. Let me get a. I'm not gonna bring a token. Guard shows up. Maybe like 10 minutes later, he's heard the gunshots and stuff. And a guard shows up, swords drawn. Right. Who's in charge here? What's going on? He meets up to you, Varian.
Just had a little scuffle with some suspicious individuals. We need them watched over while we investigate this house.
He kind of looks you up and down, and who exactly are you?
We work for the king. And I show him like I don't know, like do we have a badge or something we can show him, something like that?
You guys would have like a I don't know. You guys can pick what color, but like a bandana. Like imagine you got some, you guys got some colors,
Just show him our group's little colors.
little colors and logo. You see that he like snaps to attention and like straight into a salute. Right. Oh, sorry, sir. This one here is the one that started the skirmish. Then you're saying?
Yes,
And
I
a
believe
couple other
so.
guards are coming up from the back down the street too, all running towards y'all.
I believe there's some more people in the back as well.
He looks back to the ones that are coming to him now. Right. There's more in the back. Why don't you all head around that side? And they start clanging around. They get back to you, Carter, and they're climbing over the fence. They help you kind of put Eileen into cuffs and pick her up over the fence. You guys let them know she's got wings. She can fly. Be careful with this one. They know magic. But yeah, the guards are there and they're kind of looking at you. We don't really know what was happening here, but before we do take him away, do you want to question them at all?
Maybe
Yes,
I'll leave
when
that to the
well,
others
I
first.
just
maybe when they're a little more softened up in the dungeon.
They're all at 1 HP and one's at 5, one's at 1. They're pretty soft.
about as soft as they're
Um,
gonna get.
but you want to wait until they get to a dungeon or to the prisons?
Well, it would give them less chance of escaping, but I guess we have a lot of guards around, right? So
They are all restrained right now. They cannot get out.
I'm just gonna let Calvin take the lead on this one.
What
Let him do the
currently interests
questioning.
me most, so I'm probably not a part of this questioning, is where these tracks lead to that look like they hopped the fence.
Um, if you look up over the fence again, I won't even make you roll. It looks like they're headed towards where you guys were earlier today.
And do they look recent?
Yes.
Damn.
You can roll. Oh, no, you can't really do that.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with the information I've obtained from this for now.
Yeah.
what are you all doing here?
Which one are you asking?
All three of them at the same time.
Chat. So the one that you guys know is Charlie. This one here is Charlie. His brother here is Chadwick, and that one's Eileen. So he looks over towards his brother. Right. We've been trained more so enough than to talk to you. So you're probably not going to get very much out of us, but we were just here to see your prisons.
Interesting. What about the one in the middle?
Eileen just looks very intently at you, almost trying to intimidate. Mouth completely kept shut, not saying a single word.
Trust me, you're not scary.
Guess I'm gonna try to intimidate her back, acting like a answer his question now.
You can roll an intimidation.
Would he be giving me advantage for being my hype man? Technically? By
I mean, if you
saying
want to give him advantage, because he's the one rolling it. I'm gonna say you're gonna need like a 16. Oh shoot, I didn't even look at that yet.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
rolled.
no, she's not budging. You'll have better luck out of the other two.
Chadwick, isn't it?
Oh, you heard me say that, well, you can call me Chad if you want.
Rather not.
Or Wick.
No, it doesn't fit
Or
you.
Chad.
Chadwick.
Or Chadwick.
What about Wick Chad?
Oh, you can call me whatever you want. And he goes to like move his arm, and then he realizes his arm's still handcuffed. Ooh, I was just about to brush my fingers across your chin.
Very cute. And then he does what he was talking about doing to me.
Ooh. Show off you are with your hands. Look, we were sent here as you were to do a mission as you were. Obviously, it looks like we were sent to do the same thing. Did you ever think of that?
What was yours? Because maybe we had the same thing, but I don't know if you are the one to be trusted.
Well, don't you think it's a little weird that two groups of people are at the same bounty?
What kind of bounty?
The bounty for the Robinson family. The arrest warrant.
What about it?
Really, you don't understand? Well, look, if you're not part of it, then there's obviously no reason for me to share any more information on it.
I was just down in the alley trying to take a piss.
You know what? I'm gonna insight that. You can roll deception if you want.
Okay.
I know for sure you were not trying to take any sort of a piss. You walked around a corner and shot my friend straight in the chest.
Well, it scared me, bro.
She's scary to everyone.
And you have to stand right beside her or sit.
So, if there are no more questions, I guess we'll be on our way to the prison until we can get this all sorted out.
What do you mean you were doing a mission, though?
Let's switch the music back. Is it playing?
Nope.
Is not.
This daggone music, man. Alright, there we go. How about now?
Nope. There it is. Yeah.
Yep, there we
Okay.
go. There we go.
Well, I just told you pretty much everything that I could on this matter. I can't tell you much more if you don't know what it is exactly we're here for. It's something we should probably discuss with the king ourselves.
But what if
You
a
got this
woodchuck
bounty from
jumped?
the king?
We got this bounty from someone who gets their bounties from the king.
Who?
Well, who did you get yours from?
I ask you first.
Yeah, we asked better.
Just as you wouldn't throw your supplier under the bus, we don't plan on throwing ours under the bus either.
At this, I'm going to walk around the corner. You know what I love about brothers? They're only half a person when one of them disappears. So, who did you say your employer was again?
You can roll intimidation. I'm gonna set it at, for him, 14.
Alright. Not quite.
Dang.
He just looks over at you. Again, as I told your compadres, friends here, we all get our orders from somewhere. If you're not willing to tell me who you get yours from, why should we tell you who we get ours from? We're already under arrest. We're already going to get questioned by the gods. No need for us to give you more information than you actually need.
Fair enough.
So, are you trying to say you're a royal guard?
I'm trying to say that it's none of your business if you're not willing to share with us.
How long have you been here?
He looks over at you. About a week.
Consistently keeping the house under watch?
From afar. We've been watching the area.
Anyone out back?
As you guys were coming around the corner, we were actually in the process of following them as they were making their way out the back door.
Yes, that's what I just figured.
Is this
So,
Head around to the
you-
back again.
You all sort of interrupted exactly what it was I'm guessing you were here to do.
this deception?
You can roll insight.
Carter's like 90% certain he's telling the truth.
You have no idea.
Oof.
Seems legit.
Seems like I'm hearing the truth here. Well, if there's no more questions, he looks to the guards. Why don't you take us away, back to the place they're just going to let us out of in about 3 hours? Any more
I got
questions for
nothing.
him?
I got nothing.
I really don't know what to ask because this is my first time meeting these people
All right.
ever.
Well, with that, the guards are going to lead them away and look to you guys. If you are two of the same groups, maybe you should keep your brawls out of this middle of the street and around residential areas from here on out.
So, did they actually have proof that they were part of an organization? Did they try to present any?
Oh,
'Cause we have
sorry,
our
I'm not even
colors.
holding the mic down. You presented some colors, but you don't really have an insignia or anything yet. It's more so like a known thing. They do have colors as well, but again, there's no real way for you guys to know. Your Secret Service, you know, it's kind of just known that these are the colors they wear, and this is kind of what they do. But no one really knows too much. The Royal Guard knows more than civilians. Like if a civilian walked up, they'd have no clue just based off colors.
So
Okay.
they are wearing the colors that we're wearing, or is it a different
Yeah.
type of color?
They would have the exact same color as you guys. I'm just not saying what color because I don't know what color you'll have chosen. But all of us would wear the exact same color. Yes.
My vote's on a royal purple, but
I agree.
Purple.
With a little bit of gold trim or silver?
I like it.
Yeah,
Purple
perfect.
and gold.
Yeah,
Hell
they all
yeah.
have a what looks like a purple and gold like a bandana, maybe made out of like a velvet.
Nice.
Very high end looking for theirs.
Can I switch bandanas with them?
You want to take one of theirs?
Yeah.
You can try asking first.
Can I
And
see your
a
bandana?
persuasion check.
I do the whole cheek rubby thing. Can I see your bandana?
Hmm. Actually, what's your name, if you don't mind me asking? We might get to know
Hobbs.
each other better once I get out of here.
My name's Hobbs.
Hobbs. Well, I'm Chadwick. Um, go ahead and roll persuasion at advantage. And I'm looking for a 14.
Almost. Close. If you add 10.
Yeah, and then a bit.
Unlucky.
Not trying to sound rude, but I am going to need this when I get out in, like I said, 3 to 4 hours. Maybe we can meet up in a pub or something later.
Sounds fantastic.
Right. I will need my colors to show when I get back to the outpost, so we can discuss a trade then, maybe?
Maybe.
Or, you know, I do have a box of these sitting back at the place. I can just bring you one. You know what? God, it's such a low persuasion. Go ahead and take it.
It's so
You
pathetic
talked
that
me
it's
into it.
It's so pathetic
You
that it's
persuaded
like,
me, not his character.
oh, fantastic.
So you have a velvet one. Everyone else kind of has more of a
Cotton.
cottonish one.
An itchy cotton one.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
So yeah, the guards take them away. The doors to this house are locked. It's a residential area. Based off of everything that's been going on, I'll say you guys did a walkthrough. Because I know we're getting to that time. As far as it looks, it is just a normal house. There's not really any secret or hidden passageways like you saw at the other place. Just family photos and stuff line the wall. You did get here at around, dinner time-ish, so there was food cooking on the stove. I'll assume you guys kind of turned all that stuff off so it didn't burn. Yeah, double checking the footprints, it did look like 2 sets of bigger footprints that didn't belong to any of these people, as well as like an adult-sized footprint, and it does look like the children's footprints as well. All seem to have went out the back door.
Can we follow it or?
So according
Well-
to the story that Carter has put together so far, according to like what he's heard from Varian and Calvin, like what they heard at the door, And it
Mhm.
sounds like they left while these other three were on the premises. And since that woman was behind the building, it sounds like they aided in the escape.
That's what I was figuring too.
Hmm.
Because she didn't, we didn't hear stop or assist or anything of the sort. And
Also, she
there's
could fly,
footprints.
so she could have caught them.
Easily.
But I think that is mostly what Carter spends his time doing.
Writing the report.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you write up a nice little report also to give to the guards, I'm assuming. Let's say there's no such thing as carbon copy really back then, but you write the notes twice to ensure that you have a copy of it too. And you hand that over to the guards too, like, hey, these people were already back here. We feel like they were kind of aiding in this. Do you show them your warrant for them?
Yes.
That's one yes.
Uh,
So you show them the warrant, so it kind of gives you guys more validity. They look at that and they're like, thank you. We'll definitely show this to the guards as well at the prison, and they'll take you all statements and everything like that. But yeah, you go through the house. Just child's toys, just normal stuff, nothing crazy. But it does look. Sorry, I mean popcorn,
so everyone needs a snack now and then.
right?
Yeah.
It does look like the family appears to have gotten away. So yeah, you guys take down this what appears to be another um, I don't know what I'm going to call you guys. I guess Royal Guard. We'll just call. We got to come up with a name for the other, so you guys can be the Royal Guard and they can be whatever. But yeah, you kind of met with this other group. They claim to have been Royal Guard with you. Just another uh, sect of it. You guys took them all down. It does look like the people got away and they were heading towards where you were earlier in the day. They probably have like a 60-yard, or not 60-yard, but like, what was that, 3 turns of combat? Or was that 4? I think it was 3 or 4 turns. They've probably got a good 90 to 120 feet of a head start on you guys from what you can assume just based off your perception checks and investigation checks.
Well, if we took the time to go through the house, then they're long gone by now.
Yeah, just based off what you had looked at, they'd probably be a ways from you, and the time it took giving them up to the guards and stuff, just based off the footprints and what was happening at that time, they would have been about 90 to 120. So by now, you're not 100% sure where they are, but you do know they were headed that way.
They're probably heading towards that house. So
But with that,
we'll see about going after them later.
I will go ahead and call this as the first episode. So we have another crew getting arrested. You've got some people that you guys are on the hunt for that are heading out of the climbed over the wall and outside the city. You know that there's this underground escape thing happening over there. You're not exactly sure 100% how it works, but you definitely have something to plan for next time. But yeah, also you guys can go ahead and level up to level 4
Level 4.
whenever you guys are done with this. And you did turn in 3 people. You didn't get the others yet. You will have all earned 15?
15.
15. Well, it's 15 per head, so you'd each get 5 gold
Ooh.
for the ones that you did turn in. And yeah, so next time you guys have 2 options you can think about that I will leave you with over the week. Feel free to kind of talk about it in the I don't know if Drake's gonna make like a chat. Oh yeah, in the Royal Guard channel.
Sure.
Kind of give me a heads up. Like, do you guys want to pursue the people that are traveling away, or do you guys want to go to the prison to do like talk to the people that are there? Just kind of give me a heads up as what you want to do, so I can have the maps and stuff prepped for the next session for that.
I think
since
Carter's
we-
probably hovering towards pursuit.
Yeah,
All right, pursue.
pursuing.
I think we would all. They probably have interrogators and stuff at the dungeon, so we could probably get the cliff notes of
Okay.
Yeah,
what
they
they
got
have done.
that.
Yeah,
All right. So
we're
we'll
all
assume
about.
for next session we're going to be heading towards back towards the farmhouse for pursuit.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. I appreciate all of you guys coming and playing today. It was a lot of fun for me. I really enjoyed it. To
Sick.
everyone that's watching on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. And we will see you all next time on the next episode of the Seas of Hysteria, Royal Guard.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye,
It was a lot of
stream.
fun.
Bye.
Later.